Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the Linc. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out right away. That's caught.
Here we go. Wow.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. He'll drop to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now he'll run it.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Now this time they'll look to throw. Off he goes. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down. 10 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a first down. Handoff here, up the middle, and a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Keep going. Get tackle. Let him man get going. You can do it. Roll it on. Go, 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 go. Here we go, set. Keep it up, keep it up.
Back to throw. The ball's out, and it's recovered.
Freaking Oklahoma just tied in the top of the freaking 7th in softball. Unbelievable. With 2 outs and 2 strikes.
Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw.
See, that's what I don't like. My dude runs into him and knocks him off. It doesn't make sense.
Tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass.
In the end zone. That was fucking stupid.
Even though that ball falls incomplete, there's a long way to set the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, Lamb. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, faking the give, going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. He'll look to throw. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's a first carry for their running back. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And he will score. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is
Why can't I hit?
Smith, the intended receiver.
Here we go with EA.
It's gonna be 4th down.
He's
On
wide
comes the
open.
punter now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
We are through 1. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. Second and a yard. Up the middle they go. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. They'll turn and hand this one off. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Yeah. And how about that back bulldozing his way forward? A gain of 9 yards. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. In motion, Lamb. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Finally, this defense has been searching for a big play after giving up 2 touchdowns on the previous 2 drives. They're going to need more of that. They have to find more impactful plays that end drives and get the ball back to their offense.
Third and 6. A tight end in motion now. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. start on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Philadelphia.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. It's the tight end Linc in motion. Now a give up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Third and 5. We'll try to get this one on the ground. And yes, that'll get it. First down, marked at the 30. A good run will keep this drive going.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down.
Nah, I thought you couldn't do it. I thought you couldn't run out of that, but
right back to him on first down. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
I can't do nothing. I don't understand why my quarterback's playing like that now. Missing wide open receivers. It doesn't make sense.
Here's 2nd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one complete right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Dallas. And the show continues. What a first half he's had.
Looks like we're going to chew the clock the second half because this is already over. God almighty.
So far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime
doesn't make sense.
Revisiting this game plan.
Run the same play. Your corner's right on me.
But I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Throwing now from the gun. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. That's taken at about the 14. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. He'll check this down to the running back. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Throwing now on 1st and 10. This pass right side caught by Lamb. So second down, and they'll run it. And they'll take this up, working towards the first
Guy
down.
didn't go in motion with him on that.
But is just a little short of the first down.
That's weird.
Here's third down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Cowboys are in front. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a second down. Back to throw.
I don't understand why my guy's doing that. He's wide open.
This is really just...
I don't understand that, dude. Did they change my settings back?
During accessibility screen you have 19 options.
That doesn't make
Narration
sense.
option is set to auto selected.
The hell with it. Doesn't make sense at all.
The entire game, they just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
In motion, Lamb. Now a give on the ground. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing right, it's taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because
that's over the middle and intercepted.
I don't understand how my guys get punched out of their route. They just get pushed out. Like, he's supposed to cut and go straight out, not run and get bumped 3 yards down the field. I don't understand that. I don't know if that's the all-pro or what it is, but it just, I don't understand it.
And just further their dominance. It's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Right back to the air following. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Terrible hurts. Terrible hurts.
Now a run on first down. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Take that, thank you.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. To the tight end, likely. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third down, we'll try to get it on the ground. And they pick it up. He's to the 42-yard line. And the drive continues. First down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On first down, it's Hurts. He finds Likely, his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own. The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Hurts will work here from the pistol. That one knocked away and incomplete. Deron Bland, good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
This one intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll begin here on the ground. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They'll go with a run. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. He'll look to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll get this out to the left flat. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
What an impressive play by this linebacker. I mean, Mike, back in the day, you would never see a linebacker take down a wide receiver in the open field like that. But these guys are tremendous athletes who can really hold their own in space. And he killed that play before it even had a chance to develop.
3rd and long. On the ground they go. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. First and 10. Here's a toss, right side. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now a 3rd and 2. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Here's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Hurts to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the Eagles' 1st down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. Hurts. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. To throw, Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the 1st down.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Now Hurts. And that ball picked off. It's the ball hawk, Trayvon Diggs again. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Try the right side this time. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Third down and 9. They'll stick with him again. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Get the name out, defense. Get over to the offense, boys.
Second and 7. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Here's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get about 6 there setting up second down. To throw is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Hurts finding Smith and an eagle. First down. They'll throw out of the gun. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
He'll be a little short of that first down. Tackled at about the 37-yard line. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch.